All right, welcome back to STRC. Sorry it's been a long time, guys. It has been a wild few months, to say the least. I have had a lot of stuff in my life going on, and I do apologize for not uploading, but today something showed up. All right, it is the Austarhobby AX-8560, 18th scale. But what's interesting about it is what's underneath of it. This I'm actually kind of excited about, because if it is what I think it is, then we've got a very, very interesting project coming up. Whoop, and that's upside down. Bam. All right. Comes with your typical receiver, squishy handle. I can actually use it one-handed, which is actually kind of nice. It's got steering trim, throttle trim, and then switch, and something that says ATV. I'm guessing that's the throttle control. Anyways, it does not come with batteries. I need to put batteries in it, but yeah. So I don't know if you can kind of see what's up underneath of there, but that kind of looks familiar. It's a hard body. It has friction shocks. It actually has a decent amount of flex for what it is. Let's see, where's my squishy? Squishy. Pretty solid if you ask me. It has a little bit more too. So it comes with a trailer hitch receiver, factory. It has the skid plate coating underneath the sides, and if you look real closely, you can start to see any of my Traxxas fans out there. There's a small resemblance. And you know what I just realized? This thing has factory high angle steering links. Here's one of the Enjoras. Boop. That's actually pretty cool. Didn't know that. Alright, let's get the top of this thing off. How does it mount? Oh, hey, look. It mounts a little bit something like the Traxxas, I think. Maybe a little bit stiffer. Yeah, just a little bit stiffer. Come on. Alright. So one of the big things that I wanted to note in this, oh yeah, very, very uncanny resemblance to a Traxxas, is if you look at the size of this motor. This thing comes with a 370 brushed motor. And I mean, for a Traxxas, that's pretty dang big. It's got front headlights, rear tail lights. Wow, it's got a lot of lights in this thing. That is actually really impressive. Alright, well, you know what? Let's get this thing charging, and then we'll get it kicked on. I'll do a little bit more in-depth looking at it. And, boop. Comes with a 7.4 volt, 600 milliamp battery. Looks like it can use anything JST, which is nice. Same with the ESC, so if you have any other JST batteries, I've got a 2-cell, 800 watt, that I can make it work. Let's take a little bit closer look. Let's take this body off. So, if you look close, I don't know if you can see, it's definitely got the rear axle from the TRX-4M, and the tires are not too bad. They're squishy. They are vented. They're relatively sticky for what they are. Looks like it does have bearings all throughout. No need to do the bearings, so that's already an up on the TRX. It doesn't have oil shocks, but it has 3 different mounting locations for your shocks, so you can adjust them a little bit, which is nice. The mounting platform on this one is just about the same, but a little bit more refined. I really like how they integrated the chassis here. That's not too bad, actually. Let's see. So let's just use this guy. Well, I can't really use this for comparison because nothing is stock on it anymore. But let's put the bodies back on and compare size here. Alright, so the little tab holders hang up when you try to put the body back on. I mean, besides the obvious height difference and weight difference, we've got a lot more flex, of course. Let's see. What do we got going on here? I mean, realistically, I can just flex that thing out right there. But, you know, for scale, it's actually pretty cool. So it's got working mirrors that fold in. They got a little reflector on it. It's got a lot of detail. I really like that they tinted the windows so you can't see into it because it doesn't have any interior. But, you know, that's not bad at all. And you know, I wonder, where is my, let's see, is this the same receiver hitch? I bet you it is. Boop. Look at that. Right away. Already can tell. I mean, so that's a plus plus. That means that both of these things can tow. You know, when you put a spare tire on something, you should really make it the same size as the tires that come on it. Because that's, it's a 52 and it says it on the side. And these do not say what size they are, but I'm going to throw a bone out and say they are 57 mil compared to, oh, actually, they may not be that small. So these are 57s? 62. So these are probably 60 mil. Yeah, 60 mil. Sweet. Well, I will be back here in a little bit once this thing's going. Alright, so I have kind of jumped forward a little bit. And I wanted to see what was up with these shocks. From the look of it, they look like they feel like they got an O-ring in them, so we're gonna find out. No O-ring, I don't think, but it looks like you can put an O-ring in them. So if you want to use these with some oil in them, you probably can make them work. Now, I'm just gonna run them as it is. I'll get this thing put back together. So these guys I always had an issue with because they were too long. These look like they're already extended, and they are. So these are extended studs. That is pretty cool. Means that we could put on some big spacers and not have to worry about updating it. I did not realize this until just now. These are bead locks. So, you know what? Let's just kind of go over the real quick rundown. So we've got big motor, 370 motor. We've got high clearance links. We have bead lock wheels, decent sticky tires, under tray, and a hard body. This has got to be one of the best deals that I've seen in a while. So this thing's got some very good upgrades right out of the box. I'm quite excited to see how this thing stacks up versus the Defender. We're gonna find out here soon. Okay, so one thing to note, these little grippy tabs here, they get hung up. So you gotta really finagle it to get it on. But can't complain too much. Yo! I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting. How do I change them? Whoa! Hey-oh. Alright. Alright. I guess it helps if I don't hit the thing. Okay, this thing has got some get up and go. But I have no steering, so... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of impressed. I was not expecting this out of an $80 little rig. I guess the real question is, alright, so what do we got? We got light bar. Hold on, let me turn this light off. Just straight light bar? Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm not a big fan of blinkers, but that's okay. How do I turn the headlights on? Whoa. Hey-oh. Quick intermission. And we're back. Alright. So... Alright. Let's see. So, we got steering, throttle, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so it has... Okay, it's a voltage regulator. One thing to note, it does have hex hardware. So, all hex hardware. It looks like the servo mount is the same. It does have those high clearance links. I think we'll open up the front and rear diffs. They probably don't have any grease in them, but we'll find out here in a little bit. So, difference one. This has a much wider vehicle width. So this is off of my TRX-4M Defender, and you can see this thing is towed in real bad. And so if you take a look, they are much wider. So that's one thing that's not going to transfer over. I bet you anything that these links are also different lengths, which will mean that the drive lines won't work either. But we'll find out. Let's go like this. It actually has grease in it. Hey, I am happy because, you know, even Traxxas didn't do that, which is very surprising. It does not look like it has helical gears, so these ones are probably not super strong, but they do appear to be metal, I think. No, they are not metal. They're composite. So that is going to most likely strip out, especially with this 370 motor. So that'll be on the next list. I'm wondering, I was looking, I believe the difference lies, I don't know where the difference lies, honestly, no. Because everything seems like it's the same. Unless the axle itself is wider, which is a possibility. You know what? So that explains that. Wow, this thing's wide. It's way wider than the TRX-4M. I have the axle extension from Muse on the front and the rear, and it is nearly the exact same width. Wow. So, if you wanted to buy this, take these guys. There's factory widened axles by 6 mils each side, so 12 mil total. Impressive. Well, the front diff covers are the same. The servo mount is also the same. I'm gonna start kind of poking around with a couple other things. I'm assuming that these are the same. The axle is just wider. I checked the C-hubs here, and they look pretty much the same. Like, no, that does not do any justice, to be honest. Just a little bit different, but about to see how well the front hubs work. So we'll go ahead and get this all put together for the reverse, because that's you know what, I think that just might be the controller itself. It's hitting. Might have to do a little revision on that, but for now, let's see. I'm gonna hold this. There we go. Now the headlights are on. Headlights only. No brake lights until you go backwards. Wish I could turn off those. And there it goes into demo mode. That's freaking sweet. Okay, let's see. I don't know what ABT does, but we'll just turn it all the way down. Oh wait, that's steering? Turn that up. Now I got steering. So I have a steering, a power trim for the steering, and a throttle. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and, I guess we'll turn off these lights here. I feel like it is definitely lacking in the steering department just from the linkage setup. Well, okay. It's definitely got some punch, that's for dang sure. Let's see, throttle. Alright, well, we'll have to go test it out. Well, unfortunately, 80 bucks is 80 bucks. I don't know if it's the controller. No, I think it's steering servo just stripped out. Alright. Well, that answers that. So their steering servo is not of the best quality. Oh, maybe I just reset it. I feel like it's binding really, really bad. Oh, it's definitely stripped. So one thing I noticed online, I had a steering horn that was not the right dimension. Yep, she's toast. Kaput, my toot. Well, that's a bummer. So, you buy what you get. It's an $80 toy. Don't be surprised. That's all I can say. But in all reality, though, that's not a hard fix. I've already had to go through a few of them. I have one right here that I just need to clean up and put back together, and it'll be good to go. And as soon as it's good to go, I'm just gonna throw her right in. Stay tuned. I will update as soon as I can. and we'll go ahead and get a build series started with this guy. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more. We're doing quite impressive. I've not really given a shout out to anybody. I apologize, but thank you to the new subscribers. I did not really expect to get any subscribers, but yeah, I enjoy the fact that I can share my adventures with you guys and the things that I like to do and show off some cool new things. I think once we get this thing set up, it is going to be a weapon against the Defender. I think with a few little upgrades here and there, it's gonna do real good. Just gotta figure out a name for it. I like the Jeep, but it needs to be something better, something cooler. Till then, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.